We in this motherfucker here. I have nobody paying attention. We're notifying viewers that you're live. All right. We in it. We're cracking NBA hoops. Let's go. Google's in. Is my phone gonna keep trying to like go black or whatever?
See, you can watch it.
Oh shit! I see. There's Lee. Oh, that's me. What's up, Lee? Look at this box right here. Old as shit. All right, we're hunting MJ. Who else is in? Just the two of y'all? I'm a loser. Just kidding. All right, let's get it going with some packs here. She said those fucking go away. I love it. Damn, are these bricked up? Dog. Let's hope not. So we got an Isaiah Thomas All-Star card already. Oh wait, let me show y'all. My bad. Trying to figure this out. B.J. Armstrong, Kevin Lowry, John Sally, Stockton, Gerald Wilkins. Our first 5th anniversary card. It's Scott Brooks. It's pretty cool. Anyways. On to the next. Mark West, Kenny Gaddison, Vernon Maxwell, Rick Fox, Dan Marley All-Star card. Utah. Interesting. This card's trashed, actually. It's like bent. Keep it going. Who else is in? Do we know? Boo Boo Like the Live. Let's go. This is nerve-wracking as shit. Like, how do y'all do this? Like, how did the Gen Z kid, like, how do y'all, like, be, like, have fun with this? Like, I'm worried y'all just gonna start making fun of me or something. I'm just gonna get mad. I'm about to start telling the story about Deanne. I actually wrote it out earlier. It's pretty crazy. And not really, but, you know, just how it was with her. It's Chica Buena. Welcome. All right, what do we got? We got John Williams, Ken Norman, Dale Ellis, Scott Williams. We got a Barkley All-Star card. That's cool. Oh, we got our first Jordan here. It's a, what do you call these? I don't know. It's a league leaders one with Stockton. Rod Strickland. Ooh, is this worth anything? A Phil Jackson 5th anniversary? He has more rings than anybody in the universe. He's like Thanos, dog. Lenny Wilkins, another Phil. An NBA Hoops Tribune. This must be some sort of insert. John Paxson. That's cool. Dan Issel? Head coach? I don't know. Rookie John Barry for Milwaukee. That's what's up. All right. Enough hesitating here. I'm going to start telling a story about my mom. So, back in 1998, I want to say it was like October. I know it was October because I was working at Screams, actually. Like, after my other job and after school. We got Luke Longley, Tim Perry, Cedric Sabalos, Dale Curry, Papa Curry, Big Shot Bob, that's pretty cool. Sherman Douglas, the child rapist himself, Karl Malone. Had a baby with a 13-year-old. What a fucking creep. Larry Stewart. Thought that was Shaq for a second. It's not. Bill Laimbeer, Michael Williams. Got a checklist. Jeff Turner. Harvey Grant. Anyways, so October 98. My dad is working in Shreveport. He's like doing some stuff with all the casinos out there for the elevator company. And I worked at Schlotsky's and at Screams. So Pop would leave like typically sometime around like Sunday, you know what I mean, or like Monday morning. He'd be gone till Thursday, and then he'd be Chad, we already hit MJ. We got the All-Star card. We're going to sleeve this up. So, Monday morning comes around. Mom would, like, leave. Like, she'd just leave me and my brother and sister at home by ourselves. I was 16. My sister was 14. My brother was 12. And she'd go, I don't know, into East Dallas where she was from and, you know, party. Because why not? Ooh, we got another one. Larry Johnson, Skyline graduate. Dallas native. Love it. And, yeah, we really wouldn't see her probably until, you know, Dad was coming home like Thursday, something like that. You know what I mean? And she calls me one night. Get off work. Hold on, let me stop. We got into Keem the Dream, 5th anniversary. That's pretty cool. The corner's kind of dinged up. So on this particular day, I'm gonna say it was like a Wednesday because Dad wasn't home, but he was coming home, and got up, got the kids to school. Went to school, got out of school at noon because I was already in DECA, so I got out early to go to work. And I worked at Schlotsky's. The guy that ran the Schlotsky's or owned it, his name was Mr. Kim. He was like a Korean dude, wonderful human being. Get to the store. He feeds me some lunch. You know what I'm saying? And his wife like hated it because like she was like didn't like me that much. We were poor as fuck and. He was always giving us free food and shit. You know what I mean? Because he was just such a nice guy. She, you know, respected my work ethic, like trusted me to like, you know, work the store because I was just, you know, trying to make money and do the right thing by people. But just did not like me all that much. You know what I mean? Anyways, my shift there was from 1 to 5. 5 o'clock comes around. Get off. He hands me like a couple bags of food. Sandwiches in it, some cookies and chips. And, to take to my brother and sister because he knew they were at home, you know what I mean? Ooh, Sean Kemp, that's pretty cool. And I head off to Screams. I work the soda fountain, like the soda counter, like at Screams at night. So from 6 to 10 p.m. or 6 to 11, like I would be at Screams. I couldn't really work more than like 4-hour shifts just because I was 16 and, you know, I guess they just didn't let you back then. Anyways, I get off work, come home, house is wide open. My brother and sister are, you know, doing whatever the fuck they're doing because nobody's there except them two. My sister had some people over at the house. I think my baby brother was playing video games or something. You know what I mean? And they're up way too late because it's no supervision. Isaiah Thomas. Anyways, yeah, I got the Jordan All-Star card. Where's it at? Hold on. I said it somewhere already. Oh, I sleeved it. Here we go. Bang. And then, so the phone started, I'm like doing some chores, making sure that the kids, you know, got some, you know, whatever, we're getting ready, you know, get them down, get them bed, like do some shit I got to do. The phone starts ringing. It's my mom. She's calling from a payphone somewhere off like 75, like North Central Expressway. And she's like, come get me. Like the car's broke down. I'm stuck. And at this point, it's probably close to midnight. I would say maybe a little after. And, hold on, pause. We got something here. I don't know what this is. Well, first we got a Mitch Richmond 5th anniversary. I know it's not a very big card, but I always liked him. A David's Best insert with some sort of something or other. I don't know shit about this. I'm just looking for Michael. But we'll take the Admiral anytime. I'll sleeve that up. And, you know, like my mom, you got to show up. You can't, you know, we had a couple rules in our family. Don't talk to the police and show up, right? Like you just had to, like, you know, stop what you were doing. So put the kids down, like, you know, tell my sister, hey, look, you know, I'm going to go get mom, whatever, heading into Dallas. Like, we'll be back at some point whenever this happens. You know what I mean? And, oh, we did get this other Jordan, by the way. Hold on. It's like the little, like, league leader card. I guess I should probably sleeve that too. So I drive at the time I already had my own truck. It was a single cab GMC Sierra, whatever. And I started heading into town. Like I'm, you know, cruising, you know, down up 35 north. And it was a wonderful night. You know what I mean? It wasn't too cold outside. It wasn't too it wasn't freezing. Had the heater on, had the windows down, listening to, you know, some, you know, probably Outkast or something. I couldn't tell you. Maybe even Korn. And, I'm coming up 35 and I'm just like, I'm not dreading anything because, like, this isn't new to me. Like, she would do stuff like this all the time. Like, it wasn't like she would just, like, not go on benders, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm just kind of thinking, like, man, what are we about to get into? Like, I wonder if I can tow the car. Can I get the car home? Like, what are we doing? Yada, yada. And I kind of had this, like, moment of, like, clarity because, like, when you come up 35 North and you're driving in Dallas and you come around that bend, right? You're going to pass in the zoo and you see the city, right? Like, the Trinity's right there. Now there's the big bridge and stuff. None of that really existed back then, but, like, you're looking at, like, Dallas, right? And it's, like, wild as shit, you know what I mean? Because the city's just cool looking, right? It's very, like, I don't know. It was, like, inspiring, I guess, to me that night. Or, it just made me feel better, right? Because, like, I'm from here. I love this place. I just felt safe. So she's somewhere between like Lover's Lane and like Knox, right? I couldn't tell you exactly like where she was. That's even what she told me on the phone, was like, this is where I'm at, come find me. And back then, 75 was really only 4 lanes, 2 south and then 2, northbound or whatever. So I exit Lovers, make the loop, and I find her. Patrick Ewing, All-Star card, it's pretty cool. Tom Gugliotta on the 5th anniversary. We need the MJ in this. I think we're going to find it. I've already called it. And make the loop. I find her. She's on the she's somewhere, right there, right where she said. I couldn't tell exactly where. But it was like scary as fuck, right? Because not only was it just 4 lanes, but there were no shoulders, right? You couldn't like pull over. Like the shoulder was maybe 3 feet wide, right? So your car is kind of like hanging out like in between, like the lane and then the shoulder, and like there's cars whizzing by and she's getting everything out of the car. And I'm like, why are you getting everything out of the car? She's like, I hate this motherfucking car. Right? Like, I'm not fucking domesticated. And your dad bought me this like station wagon. Right? And like, fuck this station wagon. And at the time I'm like laughing because we had been like beefing with this neighborhood kids, right, in our street. And they had like thrown like a mustard like water balloon or something on the back of this Ford Taurus like station wagon, and the wagon was white, so like all you saw on the back of this thing was like this like yellow like patch of like old mustard that like we could have got off if maybe we took a polisher to the car or something, but like she hated it, so she never messed with it. And the car is like absolutely trashed. Okay, like I mean it had overheated, like I genuinely to this day think that she like ran it like to shit on purpose because she like hated it. She hadn't given up her convertible Ford Torino to even have this thing, and it was like watching like World War III, in my parents' house, right? Like just fighting over this. So, who the fuck is this guy? Tyrone Hill. Anyways, so I help her get the shit out of the car. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a fight when Dad gets home because she's just gonna leave this thing on the side of the road and the city of Dallas can come get it at some point. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm just kind of standing there, like helping her out. You know what I mean? Because she's, in spirit of Women's Day, was a very independent person and woman, right? And what I like to call a crusader for justice, right? Especially when it comes to like women, right? And like how people treated them. So, Anthony Mason, R.I.P., 5th anniversary. That's cool. McGill, another Hakeem, Kevin Gamble. Ooh, Sean Kemp All-Star card. The Rain Man. Let's go. And we get everything loaded into my truck. It's not a lot of stuff. She had a couple bags and just stuff that had been in there. And we start making our way back to Waxahachie, right? So that's where we were living at the time. And we get probably like, if you're familiar, right, you kind of like make your way north on 75 and you can hit the crossover to 35, and she's like, hey, like, I'm hungry, right? Like I want some food. Like there's a Waffle House on Pleasant Run in 35, like in Lancaster. I'm like, yeah, I know where it's at. Across the street from the movie theater, whatever. Like, I will stop in. She's like, cool, perfect. We should be home at this point. It's probably, I would say 2:30ish, something like that. And Brad Doherty All-Star card. This is pretty cool. This guy owns a NASCAR like race team? I always thought that was interesting. Yeah, you can buy the next one, by the way. It's $3 for the pack, and I'll rip it for you. And then I'll circle up with you on DM about the payment and the shipping. And so anyways, back to it. We're kind of talking about life. I was filling in what was going on at the house that week because she had been gone since Monday. And like I said, I think it was like Wednesday afternoon or whatever. And we're talking about, school and work, and she's giving me kind of like some, life lessons, I guess you could say. And, we exit, we're kind of, we're pulling into the Waffle House. We walk in and walking in somewhere with my mom, and there's probably people listening to this right now, my wife, for sure, that understands this. And it's, when you would go into somewhere public with her, you really had to kind of keep your head on a swivel in the sense of she might just check somebody for whatever reason, or just make things awkward or make things fun. Or she was very outgoing, okay? She would just take over a place. And it's Waffle House at 3 a.m., okay? I want to take a drink. And I got you on this next pack. We'll just do this one, I guess. Oh, we have another David Robinson insert here. Boys and Girls Club of America. I don't know if that's worth anything or not. We'll get it sleeved up. Danny Ainge. Bunch of no names. Oh, got Akeem on the All-Star card. It's pretty cool. Another David's Best. Also, the 5th anniversary is Fred Carter. What is he? Oh, he was the coach for the 76ers. Interesting. Another one of these. Are these numbered? Or is this like a set? This is a set. Interesting. And we walk in to Waffle House, okay? And it's relatively busy, you know what I mean, for 3 a.m. at Lancaster on a Wednesday night, or, Thursday morning, effectively. She always picks a spot that you can see the kitchen and the front door. And, where we could both see the kitchen and the front door, to be clear about that. She was very, adamant about things like that. She hated the police. She didn't trust them. You know what I mean? She was always, never really felt like she was in danger. Because, to her, the danger was the people that were supposed to be the good guys, if that makes sense. Derek Harper, Mav. It's going in the PC for me. Danny Manning. Don Nelson. Ricky Pierce. Fun fact about Ricky Pierce. His brother was a coach here in Garland at Jackson Middle School in North Garland. And I used to swim with him and his kids at the apartment complex on the corner of Jupiter and Buckingham. And then he ran games at Holford Rec all the time. I started hooping there when I was 7 or 8 years old with my dad. Oh, shit. We got one. We got the base. It's not the 5th, though. But hey, we love a motherfucking Michael Jordan card. We got another league leader Jordan card, too. This one with Dominique and then the child rapist. Latrell Sprewell. Look at this Dominique Wilkins card. Are they supposed to be like that? No. That thing's cut like shit. Crazy. Anyway, so we sit down at Waffle House, and me and my mom are talking. We order some food or whatever, and the girl that's waiting on us, or the young woman, her name is Tabitha. I'll never forget her name, actually. It's ingrained into my brain. Mostly because just what happened that night. So we're sitting there. We're actually the only 2 people left at this point. It's probably 2:45ish. Actually, I'm sorry. I want to say it's 3:30, I would say. So we're sitting there. Tabitha is reading this book. I couldn't tell you what the book was, but it was, a book that didn't belong in Waffle House at, 3:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? This girl was most definitely trying to improve her life, and I would say she wasn't much older than me, right? Like 19 at tops, right? I'm probably 16 years old, something like that. And my mom's like starting to get pissed off because the management shift is about to change, right? It's getting to be like almost 4 o'clock, and like this lady's come in and she's like the manager of this Waffle House. And she's a like proper cunt, okay? Like, I mean, just even me, I'm like, this motherfucker's making me uncomfortable. I can't stand how she's talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that we're the only 2 people in here, but why is she like treating these people like this? You know what I mean? And my mom is like not having it, okay? Like, one thing about her was this. If we were ever somewhere like a restaurant and it was like management versus young woman, like my mom is like swinging on people, okay? And, ooh, we got a Shaq on the league leader, rebounds. That's pretty cool. We haven't found the penny yet. And at this point, like, my mom, like, basically Tabitha comes over to the table and she's like, you know, checking on us. My mom's like, hey, like, you know, you don't have to fucking listen to this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, based on that book you're reading, like, I don't think you're going to be here much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I feel like this is just a stepping stone for you. Like, why are you letting her talk to you like this? You know what I'm saying? And, like, Tabitha, of course, you know, like, hey, I'm just trying to make some money, whatever, yada, yada. And about that time, Matumbo, base card, that's pretty cool. Rudy Tomjanovich. He dead? I think he's dead. And the manager kind of like from across the kitchen, right? If you can, you know what I mean? They got the bar top, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of been in a Waffle House before, you can understand. And she's like, hey, you know, Tabitha, you should, you know, stop talking at something and go do this. And like, of course, you know, like with me, instantly I'm like, deep breath, plate to the side, okay? Like, something's about to happen. Because like my mom is like, you know, basically talking to this girl about, for the previous like 20 minutes, they'd been discussing, you know, like what she wanted out of life and, you know, how things were going for her and, you know, stuff like that. And my mom was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm talking to her. Like, do whatever you need to do. Okay? Like, you do it. She's not coming over there. And, like, go fuck yourself. I mean, she's, like, yelling at this woman effectively. You know what I mean? Like, making it very uncomfortable for, like, the 5 of us that are in this Waffle House, okay? And, like, this manager, you know what I'm saying? She was, like, an older, you know, white woman. I would say probably in her, you know, not older. Let me rephrase that. I'd say middle-aged, early 50s, you know what I'm saying? Like, probably at most 20 years older than my mom at the time, who was 38, okay? And she's, you know, not fat, not tiny, but I don't know. Looks like she runs a Waffle House and can probably throw hands if she needs to. She starts walking towards my mom and was like, if you know, you can shut the fuck up talking to me, this and this. And see, this woman thought that she like ran this Waffle House or maybe was like powerful in her life. And within milliseconds, okay, like Deanna's over the counter, like fist to face, right? Just bap, bap. And I'm just standing there, you know, like, here we go. Like, we're in it now, you know what I mean? And like, I already know what to do. This isn't the first time I've ever even seen her jump over a counter and like hit somebody in the face. So I stand up, you know what I mean? There's like a guy there that works there. And like, he immediately thought that like he was going to do something. And even at 16, I was probably already like, you know, 5'7", you know what I mean? I'm only 5'8" on a good day now, maybe 5'9" at best. And I already weighed 200 pounds. Like, I immediately am like, no, brother, like I will fight you too. Okay. Like, my job was to protect her, not stop anything. Like, that would even probably have gotten me like swung on at that point. So like, I'm just like, nah, you got to let this be, dude. And there's a few things I distinctly remember about this night. And one of them is when the manager's head hit the floor, right? You know, like a Waffle House kind of has like red tile, you know what I mean? Like almost like a brick color, I would say. And it's like, she like hit her twice and she falls and she just like, boom, you know what I mean? Like head hits the ground. And like, she's, you know, conscious. It's not like she, you know, like killed this woman or anything like that, but it was most definitely a, like, you know, just some full blown, like, you know, like CTE, you know what I mean? Like, this woman, like, probably has a hole in her brain at some point, you know what I'm saying? Just from that. So, it was crazy. Okay, hold on. We got the Shaq All-Star card. So that's cool. That's the first one of those, I believe. And I'm laughing thinking about this. So my mom's like standing over her, okay? And she's basically telling this woman, like, you're going to stay here and you're going to shut the fuck up, okay? Because I'm going to go out to the truck and I'm going to get some contact information for Tabitha over here so that she can continue her education at DCCC, right? She was going to El Centro for some of her classes we had learned, and, you know, she wanted to go to like SMU or, you know, TCU or maybe even North Texas, like local, right? But she wanted to get, you know, I got you on the next pack, by the way. Ooh, PC right here, Larry Johnson All-Star card. So, you know, we kind of learned that about Tabitha, right? So, like, my mom's like standing over this woman, and she's like, and my mom was like 5 feet tall, probably weighed 100 pounds. At this point, she had been on a bender for days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I know what she was doing. I know what she was drinking. I know who she was with. I had been keeping tabs on her since she left. You know what I mean? I knew where she was in East Dallas. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had been her, you know, well, I would almost call it like consigliere for the last decade. You know what I mean? For like, since I was like 6 years old, you know what I mean? I'd been doing stuff like this for her. So she basically like goes outside to my truck, digs in her stuff, and gets like these phone numbers for like some people she had, you know, there were admins at, you know, Dallas County Community College or whatever. Like, and, all right, so this is your pack. We've got Glenn Rice. I'm going to set this one aside. Karl Malone again. John Williams. Ken Norman. Dale Ellis. Scott Williams. Ooh, got a Zoe. That's pretty cool. Is that his second year card? That is his second year card. He said no car off on me, trash it. I'm not mad at you. Anthony Avent on the 5th anniversary. Scott Brooks again. Larry Stewart. Larry Nance. Some Tribune card. Oh, this is a 93 NBA Finals card. Suns, Bulls. Who's in this? Oh, Kevin Johnson, Scotty. Is that Bill Cartwright? I don't know who the guy to the left of Kevin Johnson, far left is. And then Tracy Murray. Diesel Shadow on the Larry Stewart. What? Oh, we got this card early, and I actually thought it was a Shaq card. So, anyways, Mom walks outside. She gets this information, okay? And she comes back in. The lady's, like, standing there. She's not standing, I'm sorry. The lady's, like, still on the ground, okay? And my mom, like, she walks up to Tabitha, and she's like, Tabitha, like, no apology, by the way. No nothing, right? Like, just, hey, here's these phone numbers. Call them. Tell them that I sent you specifically. Gave her phone number, gave her, you know, her name and everything, and, you know, said, and then looked at Tabitha and said, Tabitha, now this lady might call the police on me, but we're not going to be here, okay? And if you give them the information, what? Okay, what does that mean? It's like telling me something. Anyways, and if you give them this information, it's not going to be okay. Right? Because I don't talk to the police, and I don't come from a family that, like, talks to them either. Right? And it wasn't like a threat, but more of just that, like, hey, the information I just gave you is going to take you further in life than where you are right now, and you should most definitely call these people. but don't tell anybody about this. And then she like walks behind the counter, and the manager's like, you fucking whore. She's calling all these names and stuff. And my mom like looks at this woman and says, I just gave Tabitha that information. Saturday, some people are going to come by here, and they're going to check on her and you. And if I find out that you've done anything to hurt Tabitha or stop any of this, I will burn this bitch down with you in it. And then she puts her Converse right in her fucking temple. Okay? And I just, have lived through this as a 16-year-old kid, like I said, multiple times. And my mom just walks out and goes into the car, gets in my truck. She's sitting there, and I'm paying, right? Because we're not going to not pay. And my mom had grabbed a couple to-go boxes and handed them to me. I scraped our food in them. I'd paid this girl because my mom had no money. You know what I mean? When I picked her up, she would, like I said, had been on a bender for days. And as I'm leaving, like, you could tell, like, I'm like, Tabitha is, like, not okay. Like, she is, but she's not, right? Because when you see, like, I don't want to say violence like that, but just, like, people hitting each other and, like, things like this happening, like, it, like, makes you not understand, like, how to react, right? Like, she was, like, almost in shock, you know what I mean? And I kind of look at Tabitha, I'm like, Tabitha, everything she said to you is factual. You should most definitely call those numbers. They're good, I promise. And believe everything that came out of her mouth, right? And understand that she's rooting for you. I'm rooting for you too. She's most definitely somebody that wants all of us to have better opportunities than she ever had. And she will violently make sure you get them. Okay? And yeah, like, we left. Tabitha had these phone numbers. You know what I mean? Like, she had, had this information. The cops never came. I don't know whatever happened with that. Nothing, I would assume, because it was, still the 90s. This pack, we got a Tim Hardaway. It's pretty cool. Who else is this? Oh, Dominique on the All-Star card. Lloyd Daniels. Victor Alexander on this 5th anniversary. Who the fuck is this guy? Also, who's that he's standing next to? Carr? What's that guy's name? Ooh, Ron Harper. Oh, Chris Mullin. Oh, this is a pretty solid pack, actually. Gary Payton. Also, Malik Sealy. R.I.P. And then Bill Cartwright. So, we leave. We get, we're driving home. As soon as we get out on 35, my mom's like, hey, how many packs are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 packs. It's 12. We have 21 packs left. That 5th anniversary Jordan's coming anytime soon. So is the Penny rookie card. So as we kind of get back on 35, mom's like, hey, like, do you think Tabitha will be successful? And I said, I can't speak to her success in her life, but at bare minimum, you showed her that bullies bleed. And, I think that once people that learn bullies bleed, their confidence goes up. You know what I mean? Or their very last pack is yours, maybe another if I'm feeling it. All right, I got you. And that's all I could really, kind of say about this, the scenario. You know what I mean? Is it like, I don't know if she's going to be successful, right? And then she asked me, like, why I thought that, like, the lady was so mean, like the manager, okay? And, I said something along the lines that, like, she's just probably unhappy with something in her life, or there's somebody in her life causing her unhappiness, and she's just kind of projecting that out, you know what I mean? And that's why she's like that. And my mom immediately stops me and says, you're kind of probably right, but realistically, she's like that because she had to start like babysitting her siblings too soon and became like a parent too soon. And I'm like kind of pissed off about this, you know what I mean? Because like my day so far had been wake up at 5 a.m., get the kids up, get them to school, go to school, get out of school at noon, go to work at Slotsky's at 1 p.m., right? Work at Slotsky's from till 5 p.m., leave Slotsky's at 5, take food to my brother and sister at home, right? Change clothes, go to work at Screams selling like sodas all night, okay? And then getting off that job, coming home, cleaning, putting the kids to bed, and then leaving to go pick her up on the side of the highway, right? And she looks me dead square in my face and she says, I understand the hypocrisy that you're feeling in that statement right now, okay? But you'll understand soon enough, like, why you're different than her and, like, why you won't, like, carry this anger later in life that, like, she does, right? And then she's like, mostly because you have a dick. And second, because, like, I'm going to talk you through this, right? So we kind of talk about it the rest of the way home. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't necessarily make me feel better, but she's just programming me, I would assume here. And Clyde Drexler, All-Star card. It's pretty cool. Got another of the O'Neals here. I think we got 3 of these so far with the Olajuwon, O'Neal, and Mutombo. Ooh. What is this card? Hold on, we got an insert. All right, so first it's an Raphael Addison, just 5th anniversary. I don't know. Hope he had a good career and is still rich. This is a Christian Laettner. Oh, this is a face-to-face insert. Laettner and Kemp. I'm low-key not mad at the white boy. He could hoop. He was a demon on fucking Duke, dog. Y'all ever, like, watch Christian Laettner highlights? Like, for real, for real. That's pretty cool. I'm going to sleeve that right now. So, we get home. You know, it's damn near 5 o'clock. My mom, you know, she wakes up the other 2 kids. She tosses the leftovers in a pan and, like, makes, you know, some breakfast for everybody. She asked me if I need, like, a note for school. And, you know, I'd tell her no because I'm just going to head in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to just shower and, like, hadn't really been to sleep. So I'm just going to, like, tackle the day. And she starts laughing. And I'm, like, still kind of, like, pissed off at her. You know what I mean? Because, like, even though she hasn't really done anything to me, I've just kind of been there for her. I'm laughing I'm pissed off that she's laughing because she makes this comment. She's like, right, now you're starting to appreciate, right, why, like, I don't let you sleep all that much. And I'm just, like, sitting there thinking, like, this motherfucker's a terrorist. You know what I mean? Like, just plain and simple. Like, just pure terrorism, right? That she just, like, is joking that, like, she's basically programmed me to not sleep so that I can be, I don't know, strong enough to handle shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, I go to school. We never see the Ford Taurus again. I don't know what happens to it. Probably 3 weeks after that, she's driving a, like, blue, like, 1988, 87, 89, 1990, like, cash Chrysler minivan thing. I always thought that was hilarious because, like, she literally would say, like, I hate vehicles that make me be domesticated. And, like, what worse fucking vehicle to have than, like, a minivan, especially in, like, 1998. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, I love my dad for that. You know what I mean? It's like, I know he was like, I'm not buying you anything but this fucking minivan because I know you blew this Ford Taurus up on purpose. And probably 2 months later, I would say, like, it's Christmas time. Like, right? It's, you know, we're getting close to Christmas. She sends me, or I'm going to Dallas for something, right? Like, you know what I mean? I'm fiercely independent at this point. Like, you know, they weren't really parenting me, like, at all. I mean, they were, but I could kind of just do whatever I wanted to do. I made my own money, had my own car, paid all my own stuff. Like, it wasn't a thing where, you know, I had to, like, ask for permission from things like this. So I'm heading into town, and she hands me this box, okay? And I don't know what's in the box. I don't open the box. I'm strict instructions not to open the box. The only thing, the instructions I have are, like, to take it to Waffle House and give it to Tabitha. Right? So I made my way out of Waxahachie and I get up to Lancaster and I exit, Pleasant Run, and I pull into Waffle House. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, how does my mom even know that Tabitha's there? You know what I mean? It's like she checking on her, and like, I'm sure she was. She was like that. You know what I mean? Like that's, between her family and her, the people that she knew and shit like that. Like it did not surprise me that she, kept tabs on this young woman. And so I pull up. The manager, I guess, does not work there anymore. I don't know what happened after that with that woman. And I take the box inside. Tabitha's there. I give it to Tabitha. It's a day planner, like one of those like nice ones, right? Like, like a Franklin or like, something like that. Like something that's, you would give to somebody, especially back then, that was, about to like tackle a new adventure in life. Right, so she gives her, this day planner. Mark Jackson, the true hero of the Golden State Warriors dynasty. I don't think Steve Kerr should get all the credit for that. Horace Grant, that's pretty cool. Stacey Augmon on the 5th anniversary, and day planner. There's like a pack of pens in this box. It's there's just, I don't want to say school supplies, right? But in my mind, and Tabitha didn't say anything, you know what I mean? All she said to me was, tell her I said thank you. And I was like, I will, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make sure that, she knows. And she was like, I'm sure she'll, will something. And I'm assuming that Tabitha used the, contacts my mom gave her to, get herself to wherever she needed to be. I don't really never know what happened to this woman in my life. Like, I never actually talked to her again. But I'm still rooting for her. I hope she's alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'd only be in her mid-40s at this point, probably 47 at best. And I hope that night, helped her in some way or didn't, traumatize her in a way that made her, not want to be able to do things in life. But based on the, gifts my mom gave her, my assumption here is that, yeah, she, went on and hopefully, got a better position in life or at least succeeded. Timmy Hardaway on the All-Star card. Derek Coleman. Pooh Richardson. Ooh. The NBA West All-Star team. What is this? League leaders in assists. Hardaway, Stockton, Skiles. Whatever happened to Scott Skiles? Wasn't he a coach or something? David Benoit on the 5th anniversary. Ooh, we got a Scotty. We like ye. And yeah, that was it. You know what I mean? Like, she just walked into a Waffle House one night and completely changed the dynamic of that place. And like, that's how she was. You know what I mean? It was like crazy as fuck. Like, she would just do that all the time. She would just kind of like show up. She would like, with a saint-like passion, try to help people. And if you tried to stop her in that moment, she would just do her best to like rip your fucking head off. You know what I mean? Like, I sometimes would call her like a bulldog, but in reality, it was more of like a honey badger situation. You've ever seen that video? Like, honey badger don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like that was her, like through and through. It's also one of the reasons why I am the way I am. I don't really care that people are uncomfortable around me. Like, that's your problem, not mine. But yeah, that's the story of the night that I rescued my mom off the side of the highway. She beat a lady up at Waffle House and kicked her in her fucking temple. Is Christian Laettner the best white basketball player of all time? No. Jerry West? No. Ooh, we got a Charles. Hey. Muggsy Bogues. That's pretty cool. Anybody else? Anybody else? We got a Clyde. Ooh. Scotty All-Star card. We'll take Jason Williams. White chocolate? I mean, I agree. I mean, he's phenomenal. Steve Nash. Dirk? Would you count? I guess Dirk is like international. Right? We're talking American people. It sounded kind of racist. I'm not saying like, you know, that way. But whatever. All right, let's keep going. We still haven't pulled the penny. We've got a Jordan. We've got. Let me get a Shaq. Got that face-to-face card, which is pretty cool. Don McLean. Clyde. Dog. This Shaq card right here, though. Listen. Cooper Flag. That boy low-key might be the truth. Or is Con better? I don't think so. Derek Coleman. Ooh. I'm liking this one, though. The 5th anniversary, LJ. Keeping it. Del Davis and Law. Got that again. Got that again. Look at this fucking guy. Look at that mustache. Think he beats people? All right, where are we at? Still no. Who else is in this? I want that Jim Jackson rookie card for the Mavs. And this he's in this, right? What's this lottery exchange card thing that we can pull out of this? All right. Dwayne Farrell, Ronnie Cycli, Jeff Malone, Craig Elo. Listen. That dude has like the worst highlight of all time. Can you imagine being Craig Elo and you're just like getting basically like kicked in the face by Michael Jordan while he hits a game-winning shot over you? Like, just hurts me. David again. Will Purdue. Ooh, I feel like this one's not terrible. Deadlift Pacers on the 5th anniversary. Dog, that Shaq card is spammed like crazy in this box so far. I think we got 4 of them already. Harold. Ooh. We hadn't gotten this card yet. I'm about to show you. First of all, Harold Miner. Probably 2 of the... I would say before Nate Robinson. Did Harold Miner have 2 of the greatest like dunk contests of all time? Like it was like he just kind of showed up, like yammed on everybody and then like disappeared. And then... Bye-ya, the big diesel. We'll take it. Paul Westphal on the coach card. Didn't they call him like Baby Jordan or something? No, what did they call Harold Miner? Was that him? No. I'm thinking of J.R. Ryder. Right? They called Harold Miner Baby Jordan. But J.R. Ryder showed up in those like dunk contests, right? He played for like Milwaukee. No. Minnesota. Oop, got a Maverick on the back. Right? Am I tripping? Oh, no. That's not a Maverick. Chuck Brown. Reggie. East All-Star team. Oh, got another Rain Man. James Worthy. Tyrone Hill. Ooh. We did get a Mav in the 5th anniversary, though. Sean Rooks. Pretty cool. Ricky Blaylock. Don Chaney. Jay Humphreys. Brad Doherty. Randy Woods. How many packs we have left? We still got like at least 15. So yeah, like after that happened with my mom, a couple other things happened. I won't get into it. That was a rough time for her. She had to go away for a little while. I'll save that story for another time. But it taught me that, you know, you don't have to be nice, right? You can be kind. You can be genuine. You don't have to. We didn't get what y'all think I did. Larry Nance on the 5th. But here's the gem. Is this a rookie card? No. Jim Jackson. Oh, no, they just have him on the box. Okay, this is still a cool pull. Fratello, Devil Shrimp. Sometimes people, like, you know, don't want to talk to me about her, like her friends and stuff. And I don't want to talk to them about her, right? Because, like, they all they want to talk about is, like, if she was mean to them or not. And, like, to me, it's like she was mean to everyone. Like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Like, I don't give a shit that, like, my mom was mean to you. She's dead. If you want to talk to somebody, talk to her. You know what I mean? Like, shit, she'll probably come haunt your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how she was. But what it did teach me was that I can check somebody in a Best Buy for being a piece of shit. And that doesn't make me a bad person. Sam Perkins, Rick Smith, Horace Grant, Dwayne Farrell, Ronnie Cycli again, Craig Elo, LaFonso Ellis on the 5th. Did we already get that? I think we did. Another Scotty. Charles on this finals card. It's pretty cool. And, you know, that's just how I carry it. I just try to be a good person. I'm not as violent as her. I don't, like, fight people. Like, I will. I'm a very aggressive human being. You know what I mean? Like, I try not to be, but I think when you're raised the way I was, it's just how it goes. And some of us just kind of, you know, are blessed to not, you know, have to, like, have super therapy about it or, like, we get violent. You know what I mean? Like, thank God. Carl Herrera, D. Brown. What about his dunk contest? Where would you rank that? Top 5? No. No. Because Jordan and Dominique get in the way. So does Nate. Terry Porter on the 5th anniversary All-Star card. It's pretty cool. Patrick Ewing. Marlon Maxey. Chuck Daly. What'd you say? Pluckers. What? What are we talking about? Pluckers? We get wings or something? What's happening? And Spud. Oh, Spud Webb. Wait, was D. Brown in the slam dunk contest? Am I tripping? Am I confusing those two? No. No, because D. Brown did the... And he had the pumps on, right? He, like, pumped the pumps. Wasn't that, like, this year? Like, 93? What year was that? I don't know. Pooh Richardson. We're in a bunch of doubles and triples now. John Lucas. Anthony Peeler. 5th anniversary card. Oh, got another Scotty. Alan Bristow, coach. Walt Williams. Checking peel in the Best Buy. Oh, and Pluckers. Oh, yeah. Bro, fuck that dude. That motherfucker, man. Gonna try to, his little bald ass gonna try to say some shit about, like, how much I've had to drink or, like, my wife's had to drink. Bro, we've been here for 4 hours. We had, like, 4 drinks on our tab total. Like, shut the fuck up. But, yeah, sorry for making it uncomfortable for you. And whoever else was there that night. I think Jerry was a little uncomfortable, too. Kind of felt bad for him. Sean Elliott. That card is trash. Is that on the back of that card? No. That card's thick. Another Derek Harper. Danik Manning. Ooh. Ooh. Nick Anderson on the 5th. Man, that Magic team was pretty good in the mid-90s. I felt bad. They just had to kept going up against all those other people in the East. Got another face-to-face card. It's the same one. Leighton of the Great White Hope. And the Rain Man. Another Jim Jackson card. Sabonis Marcelonis. Wait. Did he die? No. Who am I thinking of? His kid doesn't play for the Kings, right? Who is that? That's not him. I didn't know that Derek Harper went to Illinois. Next pack is mine. I feel the MJ coming. All right. I just saw that. We'll do this one. Since there wasn't an MJ in the other two. But I feel like you're right. I feel like we're about to stumble into something. Here's a Johnny Newman. There's Spud, speaking of. Oliver Miller. What did they call him? Didn't he have a nickname? I think he's dead, actually. Randy White on the Mavs. That's pretty cool. Number 52. Grant Long. This guy on the 5th. We got a Scotty on the finals card. Stacey Augmon, Fred Carter, Mark Eden, Terrell Brandon. No MJ in that one. Unfortunately. Oh, wait, you got this back. Let me give you that face-to-face. That's you too. Put that with your packs. My bad. All right, what's next? Loy Vaught. Another David. Will Purdue. Another Johnny Newman, Spud Webb, Oliver Miller, Randy White. That pack is the actual, like, look at that. They ran off the neck, exact same four as in that last pack. Tony Bennett on the 5th. Who's this guy? Randy Fund. How do you say this? Fund? Look at him. Looks like a weasel. Am I tripping? Stacey King. Baby Jordan again. Uh-oh. We stumbled into another Shaq. So, hell yeah. He says skunk. If I find one, I'll shoot it to you. If I get an extra. Let me see here. What do we have? Dan Marley on the back. This is the All-Star card. I feel like this is the first pack we got, actually. It's like circled back. Blue Edwards. What a cool name. Terry Davis, Mav. I remember him. Actually, fun fact about that guy. I met Terry Davis. My dad took me, my brother, my sister to a Mavs game at Reunion Arena. And we stopped at Taco Bell on the way. And, like, this is how I knew I was born for greatness. And my sister, you know, she's going to have a hard time in life. And I was able to eat that Taco Bell and be perfectly okay. My sister, we never made the game, actually, because she started throwing up in the bathroom at Reunion Arena after eating Taco Bell. Like a baby bag bitch, right? And we were, like, coming out of the bathroom, and I'm not too familiar with the Reunion Arena. Like, they tore it. They stopped. I want to say by the time we, like, moved out of the city, like, they had already kind of started, like, shifting, right? I think Cuban was buying the team shortly after that. And Mark Price on the 5th. Terrible. Mark West, Vernon Maxwell, Rick Fox, Dan Marley on the All-Star card. It was probably, I would say, an hour before tip-off. And we met that guy, actually, Terry Davis. He was, like, signing autographs in the... Not foyer. What do they call that? I don't know. Anyways, they had like a table for him sitting out. And then we never got to watch the game. I was very upset. I was very mean to my sister actually after that actually. Not in I didn't like fight or anything. I was just, being rude as shit. Because she got that baby stomach. Jerome Kersey, Mark Price, Willie Anderson, Blue Edwards again, Terry Davis again, John Williams again. Ryan Hill. Ooh, speaking of, Bang on the 5th. I'll probably hang on to that, actually. Mike Fratello, Deadlift Shrimp. That Scotty card again. That's pretty cool. I eat Taco Bell and go to bed. So do I. Might have some tonight, actually. Stacey Augmon, Fred Carter. We only got 4 packs left. I'm really upset about the penny. Like, the Jordan, whatever, that's probably going to be hard to pull. But damn, that penny rookie card, like, I need it. He said BBB. There's Ricky Pierce again, Sam Mitchell. God, we got another MJ. Fuck yes. So 2 of these and the All-Star card, but no 5th anniversary. That's the one we want. That's like the $280 card on the, if it's graded. Ooh. Is this one just cool? I remember those finals like it was yesterday, man. That was such a great series. The 93 finals with them too. Pete Chilcutt. Pat. It's not bad. Boo Boo said I want a pack. Okay, you can have the next one. I wonder what this base Jordan goes for graded. I need to look it up. I got 2 of them, so I might send one. What's happening? Live will end in 5 minutes. What does that mean? Drag a piece. Am I taking too long? Unable to verify. The fuck? There we go. Okay, we're back. All right, this is your pack. Tati, a.k.a. Boo Boo, a.k.a. T-Money, a.k.a. I don't know. The woman I sleep with. You have Rex Chapman. Trash. Look at that white guy. He sucks. Not really. He was pretty good. What's his name? Clarence? Look at the back of that card, though. Also, is he high? Mike Dunleavy. Also, one of my favorite players of all time. Mr. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, a.k.a. Chris Jackson, a.k.a. will yam on you. Eldon Campbell. Alvin Robertson. He said, here comes the MJ. We'll see. They got something right here. No, that's Dale Davis. Otis Thorpe. The card is... Oh, there's 2 of them. Another David's Best. Dale Davis on the 5th. And then David's Best. Number 2 out of that series. That's pretty cool. Stanley Robertson. Or Roberts? Yeah, Roberts. Antoine Carr. That's him. Number 35 on the Spurs. Yep. John Paxson. Not bad. Want some chips with the Bulls. And then Lenny Wilkins. You got a cool insert in yours. I'll set yours over here. We'll put it in your binder. Or we'll just give it away to somebody. MJ All-Star and a PSA 10 is a $130 card. Oh, yeah. We might have to get that graded then. What about the base? Did you look that one up? Or did I miss it? No, not yet. I got 3.3 net. Damn, I got 3,500 likes. I didn't think I'd get this far. Robert Pack. Another dude that played for the Nuggets that would dunk on you. You ever watch like Robert Pack highlights? You should. Dwayne Coswell. Hubert Davis. Didn't he play for North Carolina? Yeah, he did. This is his rookie card. Oh, no, it's not. Luke Longley on the Wolves. That's pretty cool. Paxson ruined the Bulls as their GM. The base is about 175. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, he did, actually. Ooh! We hit something relatively big, I would say. An All-Star Scotty on the 5th. I'm not mad at that, actually. That's a cool card to have. Bill Lambier. Michael Williams, Checklist, Jeff Turner, Harvey Grant. All right, this is it. You still want the last pack? We're down. We need some last pack magic. We need an Otani here. He said yes. All right. I'm going to blow on it like a Nintendo game. Let's come on, baby. And let's get that 5th anniversary like Jordan card, dog. We need it. Mayberry. All right, Lee Mayberry. Grant Long. Lateral? Green? Second year card. Our boy Robert Pack again. Dwayne Coswell again. This is like the same as the other pack. Hubert Davis. All right, so your 5th anniversary card is not Jordan. But as a fan, I like it. That's not it. That's Danny Ferry. But this is your 5th anniversary card. And like low-key, not terrible. Like the John Starks. Another dude with a really badass highlight. Ever seen that highlight where he just like dunks over everybody? You know what I mean? Like he was like one of those players in the 90s that, man, you just, like, would love to have on your team. You know what I'm saying? I hated him because, like, fuck the Knicks. But, like, Mark Eaton, Terrell Brandon, Stanley Roberts, Antoine Carr, and the man who ruined the Bulls as a GM, John Paxson. That's it. All right, let me go through the hits, or kind of, I guess. So, I'm going to start sleeving these up. We got the Scotty 5th anniversary card on the All-Star. Didn't you want a top loader? Is it worth that much? Or is that just a cool card to own? Oh, shit. These David's Best cards. So we got this one, which is number 2. I'm not going to top load that. We got this 5th anniversary Kevin Johnson, Scotty finals game card. I'll put this one in a finish sleeve if it'll let me. Oh, I hit 4,000 likes. Holy shit. I did not think that was going to happen. This sleeve sucks. What the fuck? Oh, this one. Not bad too or not? Listen, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we love it when we get MJs, okay? I mean, arguably, is it the best card you could, like, just have as an investment? Like, anything with his name on it at this point? Like, is there an athlete out there that carries the weight? Tom Brady, maybe? No. Get in there, fucker. Is this worth sleeving? I don't think so. I'm just going to put it there. Oh, I fucked up. Actually, here, let's do this. Set that right there. I'm going to put that right there. I guess the Shaq card's pretty solid, huh? Like, we got a couple of these. Currently, Shohei, maybe. I agree with you. But then again, I don't collect, like soccer. Like, is anything else out there, like, on, like, that side of it? Like, what about, like, wrestling? You know what I mean? Like, I guess there's people. I mean, in every sport, there's going to be legends. So I guess that makes sense. Scotty. Right, and, like, legends in whatever sport they're in, like, still carry value, especially from a fandom perspective. I mean, like, Dirk, right? It's a good example there. Shaq again. This is his second year card, right? Yeah, it is. Just leave that one up. Here's the spam card. Almost don't even want to sleeve it. I got like 8 of them already. Oh, and I did get the Scotty without the 5th stamp. That's pretty cool. I'll sleeve it. Put it over here. And then the regular Scotty. I'm just going to set that right there. The face-to-face. Actually, low-key like this card. Some Kenny Lines were filtered to protect the community's experience. I think I cussed too much. I was worried about that. Akeem. The Shaq All-Star card. Sleeve. Oh, yeah, and then the Jordan with Dominique and... That's the score. What did you say? Wrestling, there was a 1-of-1 Macho Man print that was inserted to a hobby that was $400 and autographed. What did that resell for? Like, did it, like... Did anybody find it? Has it been, like, found? Pretty sure it was a private sale. Oh, okay. Did anybody see what's his name wearing that? What's that guy's name from Shark Tank that bought the Jordan like Kobe card? He's like ran around his neck the other day like a fucking tool. I hate that guy. Like for real. David's best. Then this other David Robertson insert. Bunch of David stuff in this. I guess back then though he was like the guy. So is this the same card? It's not the same card actually. Oh shit. Okay, so we got 2 Jordans on 2 different league leaders. So we got the league leader scoring. And then we got the league leader in steals, actually. Kevin, what's his name? Man, like, I'm just going to say this as somebody that, like, I feel like I'm a cool person. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not, like, cool, like, I don't know, maybe I am. But, like, money can't make you cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, you're still a tool. Like, I don't care if you're worth $1 billion. And one, it's not impressive. I mean, I guess it is, and that, you know, the fact that he, like, achieved that. But, like, just because you have it and, like, you get to wear that around your neck, like, makes me hate you. Like, not hate in the sense of, like, I want you to die or anything, but just, like, you're disgusting. Whatever. I won't get too political on here. And then, bye-ya, another MJ. Give me a top loader. Oh. And then I feel like we did pretty good on MJ, though. We got 2 base. We got the All-Star. And we got the 2 league leader ones. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it. And then, okay, hold on a second. So, okay, on the Shaq, too. Okay, so I'm messing up. All right, so on the Shaq, we got, let me sleeve this. This is for rebounds. And then Olajuwon. Okay, hold on a second. Now I'm like, I just thought they were all the same. I don't think they were actually. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Let me see. Keem, Larry, Kemp, Nick Anderson, Jim Jackson, Sean Kemp, Deadlift, Reggie, Muggsy, David, Larry, Leitner. Okay, that's that one. And Clyde, Larry, John Ray, Harper, Hakeem. Reader's card. Okay, so maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it wasn't spam that bad. We got 2 different ones actually. So we got this. That's what is this? Blocks. So league leader in blocks. We got 2 of these, and we got 2 of the rebounds. So that's pretty cool. All right, but that's it for me. Listen, thank y'all for doing this with me, letting me step out of my comfort zone, stop being a little shy bitch. Maybe I'll stop cussing so they'll tell me that I'm violating community guidelines. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not somebody that likes to be told what to do. And I don't know when I'm going to do this again, but I don't know, soon enough. This was fun. I'm going to log off and go get some Taco Bell. Holler at y'all boys and girls later. Have a good one. How do I end this? I don't even know. Just like log off or what? Can't press. Have a good one. How do I end this? I don't even know. Just like log off or what? Can't press.